the shadows, babe. Give me your love, you'll be my escape. Come turn me on, key inside the engine, babe. Lead the way, it's okay. Front seat, calling shotgun, my lover. Driving through the city lights, haunted by my past. I was certain, but now I see the sign. R.I.P. to the boys who never left me. R.I.P. to the heartbreak and the bullshit. just close my eyes and think of you when I'm sleeping with someone new. I thought it would kill me. I thought it would kill me to fall again, but I hit the ground running, so I didn't feel a single thing. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you love me to bits. Late nights dancing our place. I could get used to this. I thought it would scare me. I thought it would scare me to let you in, but I was paper thin. You saw right through me and I gave in. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you love me to bits. Late nights dancing our place. I could get used to this, taking the good with the bad. Never had something like this. I'm so glad that I found it for you in the dark. Love on the weekend on repeat, we're just another cliche, but who cares anyway? I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you love me to bits. Late nights dancing our place. I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it. You have the time of your life every single night. The confetti's raining down. You put your hands to the sky, center of the crowd. You're the talk of the town. And I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody, be who
Hello, welcome in, Ellie. How are you doing? Hold on, it's opening my window. It's heckin' hot, is what it is. It's heckin' hot. I don't know, I've got a fan at my face, like I said. Don't think it's gonna affect anything, but you never know. Things might sound a little funny. Morning, fucking Jesus, where am I? Afternoon, Mick. Welcome in. We're gonna have a bit of an episode here today on Mizzurna Falls. But let me just get the game on. Let's do a bit of a brief recap while time is sort of going on. Let me get out of the car so you don't contend with that. Let me have a quick look just to see what had happened. So, Isabella, the singer, at the... Hold on, I forgot that. I've not even moved scene. It's so hot, I'm forgetting how streams work. Isabella, who's the singer at the Bar Wolves, had gone missing. And we rowed a wee boat. We were doing our best James Sunderland impression, and we rowed a wee boat to a wee cabin and found her being held hostage by an old man known only as Sandman, and then we beat him up. And we almost saved Isabella, but she decided that it was too important. She had to tell us about something, and got shot in the back. So she's in the hospital currently. Dennis Aston, the guy who owns basically the town, and is Mel's dad, has committed suicide because it turned out he was the one behind all the Epoch drug stuff, and he couldn't handle it. So he killed himself, and now Mel knows about it, and he's not happy. He's quite upset, as it turns out. I'm not surprised, you know. But what he did say. Who did we get this information from? Somebody told us. I think it might have been Sam at the hospital, the doctor, who was hitting on Kathy, who's the girl who died before the game. No, actually, the game had started when she died. So he was being a creep, but I think he's given us the lead on Loretta, who works at the taco truck. Right here. Now, the guide says that I need to be here at 1 o'clock to speak to Loretta. But she is here at 8:49 a.m. So let's see if she's going to tell us what we need to hear. Why not? Can I help you? Loretta? Have we met before? Well, whatever. I want to ask about Kathy. Do you mind? Big tacos. It seems really early to be selling tacos. Does anyone really want tacos at 10 to 9 in the morning? I mean, I guess some people might, but I feel like that's quite heavy for that time in the morning. There's nothing to talk about. I think Kathy was in trouble. You know a side of Kathy that we don't. Kathy, by the way, had no friends. No, not seasonal. I think any time for a taco, that's fine. Just time-wise, in the morning? Nah, I mean, maybe give it a couple hours, you know?
Breakfast tacos?
What?
Breakfast tacos?
Yeah, breakfast tacos. I've heard of breakfast burrito.
Ramsay did it on a hotel here.
That doesn't mean...
Must be a thing.
I don't know if that means it's entirely popular. Well, I think, Mick, that's probably the only time I would think maybe that would be when you'd want it. When you're I don't know if you did this, or when this was about, but when we used to go down Sucky Hall Street on nights out, we would walk to Spiffy's, which was in Partick, and on the way there was a burger van, and see at 3 in the morning when you're steaming, a big fucking greasy roll, like a breakfast roll, fucking whoa. But you'd also have that in the morning, so it doesn't really count, you know. At least in Scotland, anyway, you'd have a big old fucking greasy roll. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing. Kathy had no friends really. They didn't, even at the start of the game. they weren't sure that Kathy and Emma, the girl who's gone missing that we're looking for, were even together because they were not known to be friends. At Kathy's funeral, Loretta specifically called out Matthew and Winona for not being her friend. I mean, yeah, I don't doubt that that does happen, kind of outside of, I don't want to say just Scotland, but you know, it's just because I'm so used to it in Glasgow, and that's just what we would do. But I'm not like ignorant that down south there's a big kind of, you know, full English breakfast type thing. Like, you'd have that, you know? Am I right? Maybe. Listen, I can't talk here. You never know where that priest's lurking. The priest, who is Kathy's adopted father, has been weird, to say the least. He has been saying that Kathy was a sinful child, and maybe it was good that she's passed away, because that means she can't sin anymore. It's been a bit weird. You mean Father Barton? Look, I'm at work. Give me your number. I'll call you later. Okay. Well, there we go. That's it. Our next point of interest after that conversation is the police station, which I believe, I'm going to just wing this. We've got time. We've got so much time. I think this is right. Yes it is. No, but it is, but I'm on the wrong side. I need to go over. Yeah, exactly. I think that would just be a bad time all around. Like I said, the guide says that you're supposed to get there for 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which seems like a more appropriate taco time, you know? I also don't know when this event's going to trigger. It might not trigger now. It might have to fast forward to around 1 o'clock first. Nope. Okay, there we go. We're fine. See, it depends for me. Like, there's times where I could only probably eat a roll and something. See if I'm going to the office, I tend to get a roll and sausage or something, just because I will end up feeling really hungry when in the office for some reason. I don't know what it is, because I don't think I feel as hungry if I'm sitting in the house. It's weird. Sometimes I can go for a really big, like not a full Scottish breakfast or anything, but like a decent meal, you know? Well, boredom probably doesn't help. Although sometimes I'm busy and then I'm really hungry at lunchtime. Like, I could probably get away with not really eating a breakfast or a lunch working from home. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I do get quite hungry. But I find that I'm always quite hungry if I'm in the office. Even if I'm super busy. Were you questioning Wolf? Yes, about Isabella. Isabella's late husband was Wolf's younger brother. Wolf had Isabella moved to this town so he could take care of her. He got Dennis to agree to rent her a room at the Ruin. That place wasn't taking any new tenants, and apparently Dennis was against it at first. However, he had a sudden change of heart and let her live there for free. Same reason Dennis did anything else. Money. In exchange for her luxurious accommodations, he had her scout for new people to sell Epoch to. With all her fans, she had an easy time convincing folk to try it. So Isabella, the singer for the bar, was using it as a cover to deal drugs. Oh my god. Welcome in, Crash. Let's go. That's pumping hunger pheromones through the vents up the spending in the city centre. That's it. They're like, well, we can only get them in for 2 days a week now. We've got to make them starving. He's selling the White Lotus from Silent Hill. Then Bonehead would deal with the clients that Isabella brought in. And Bonehead's, I think, another drug dealer. I'm not actually sure where Bonehead's role in all this is anymore. To give them an excuse for being together all the time, he made Bonehead her driver. There's no way Wolf didn't know about Isabella being involved in drug dealing. Yeah, it looks like he knew. But Isabella's performances were only getting more popular. Maybe he thought Dennis could help Isabella make it to the big time. Seemed to me like she was suffocating under all that attention. Wolf was just being selfish. She was bringing tons of customers to his bar. Yeah, I think so too. But Wolf seems remorseful now. He said that once Isabella's better, he's going to take care of her himself. Okay. Well, to know. That's exactly how I feel, Crash. Oh, I've spent the whole morning cutting grass and stuff. It's been tiring and warm. God had said, like, you shouldn't wait until it's absolutely boiling to cut your grass and stuff, but like it needed it, so it was happening regardless. I've tanned a decent amount of water in the past 20 minutes. I think we're fine. Yes, man. I need to go to the church for an optional scene. This is not the way to the church, I don't think. Or is it? I can't remember this city. City? This town. But yeah, we're only on till about probably like 2:30, 2:45 time today. I've got stuff to do. Got plans. And I will have to go for a shower beforehand because this morning was a lot. I'm afraid so, Crash. I am afraid so. My niece turned 1 yesterday and we're going over this evening for a wee kind of, not really a party, just going over to my mum's and spending time, you know. Probably in the garden. Probably sitting in the garden, sweating. Because their house is usually roasting. So there's no way you're surviving in there. Enjoy. Okay, into the church we go. Okay, I think we're too early for this. That's a good one, yeah. Okay, so as I've said a couple of times now, the guide said that I had to get to Loretta's taco van and speak to Loretta at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And for some reason, she was just standing outside about 8 o'clock. So we've sort of just been coasting to see if anything will happen. So we're going to have a lot of speeding up. I think I'm going to wait until about 1:30 here before I go in and see if this event will play out. This event is optional though. But I figure we might as well do it. Because day 5's actually... It's not non-eventful, it is very eventful, but for most of the day, there's not a lot going on. But when there is stuff going on. Oh boy. Oh, we just got run over by that car. Matthew, are you okay? And no Chester cam today. He's not in that bed. He's in a different bed that's on the floor and I think must be cooler for him. Let's see if this works. I think I saw Father Barton going in, so... Oh, there we go. Those guys. They're the ones who beat up Father Barton outside the bar. A wonder, isn't it? I'll say, why are they here? They've finally seen the light. It's a true miracle. I can't believe this. Matthew, these young men have taken responsibility for their actions. Hey, what the hell? You just felt like coming here to pray? Not really. You'd understand if you learned to live decently too. Not that I could persuade you. What are you talking about? Matthew, it's alright. All that matters is that they are here now. It seems a bit like something's happened. Hey, let's leave already. Oh, yeah. And off they go. One at a time. What's with those guys? Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. So, we now have, like, all day. Because literally all we can do now is wait for Loretta to phone Matthew. And that happens at fucking 7:46 in the evening, so strap in, boys. We're here for a good while. So what's everyone doing? Is everyone working today? It's a nice wee skybox. I mean, look how slow it goes when you're like not speeding up. Actually, that's quite quick. Actually, not bad. Oh, dear me! It's 0 o'clock, boys. Sit here. Hey, I'm loving the fan being beside me. It's a good time. This is what Nords see when you pass time in Skyrim. I love his wee dance that he does. His wee idol stance, where he's just got one hand on a hip. Doing a wee sway. Matthew's fucking freezing. Loretta's just gonna take ages. She's putting some shift in at the taco stand. Jesus. Oh, by the way, I didn't understand the closing joke that I read from the book yesterday, and then I reread it later when I was watching someone stream, and I got it. I figured out what it was saying. It's still a terrible joke, but I now understand it. And the joke was, just so that you're all aware, you have the context, was, I'm Liverpool's new first team coach. I'm racked out with seats and ferry the team to all its away matches. Because he's a coach, you see, like a bus. I don't think I was in the headspace to understand that kind of patter last night. I think I was just like, I don't have the capacity to figure out what the fuck you're trying to say. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Home stretch. Matthew just loves spending time at the church. I love this evening music. This evening music was like, uh-oh, uh-oh. The next one is I mean, I think it's an old classic that they've bastardized, but right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly at 7:46. In hindsight, maybe I probably should have just played the normal game without the speed mod. No, not the speed mod, the slow mod.
Tee-hee time, everybody. Time for a joke.
I'll get the joke in a second, Mick. Hello? Matthew? Yeah? Who's this? It's Loretta. Can we talk? Of course. I'm at Club Wolves. Meet me here. Alright. So we need to go Club Wolves. The joke, Mick, for you. I said, what's a matador? And this door said, my hinges need oiling. I hope it was worth it. I've got so many joke books, man. By that I mean like 3, but that's still like a lot. You've got so many jokes to get through. Good God. Just read the next one. Fuck. I don't know if this was like the shortest way or the longest way to do this, but we're basically at club. We do have a 10-minute cooldown. To be fair, I could tell you. Do you know what? I will. Why not? Give you a free one. Just because we're talking about it now. Pennsylvania. It's the HB capital of the world. Not good. Not good. Father Barton's here. Here to try and shoo everybody away. Hello. You... Oh. I didn't expect to see a boy like you in a place like this. Go home like a good boy. I don't really like you, Father Barton. I'll be honest with you. Do not get the best vibes. Think it's still closed until 8. Loretta said she was here, but I'm not allowed in till 8. He's here because he tries to tell everyone to not go in the bar. I don't think he's very effective, because the bar is always busy. There's basically never a time when the bar's not busy. Especially when Matthew's not allowed in. Before 8 o'clock. Speaking of, where is Loretta? her there? I don't know. I'm going to speak to James, see if he's got anything nice to say to me. Not how the world is, but that it is the mystery. Emma liked this quote. She understood that the way she lived was not quite human. Do you understand what I'm saying? Jesus. Okay. You come here often? Matthew straight in there. He does look a bit James May, doesn't he? What else is there to do in this town? I heard Dr. Gruber once harassed you here. Dr. Gruber? The chief of medicine at Gruber Hospital. Oh, that old pervert? Ugh, what a creep. Kathy was with you when that happened, right? Yeah. How do you know Kathy? I met her here. We started talking and just kind of clicked. Life was dull for her too. The Kathy I knew wasn't the kind of girl to go out late at night. Everyone thought she was like some kind of saint. But she was just 16, you know? She wanted to have fun just like everyone else, I think. But she had to be careful of that father of hers. Since he raised her when she was an orphan with nothing, blah blah blah. It's true that Father Barton can be overbearing. She must have been raised to be terrified of disappointing him. She couldn't handle the pressure of being the daughter of a church family. I see. You know, when I was here with Kathy one time, that priest showed up. Kathy was terrified. Terrified? You sure she wasn't just embarrassed about being caught? Yeah, I thought that at first, but later I realised it was fear. That girl was scared. After that, Kathy never showed her face here again. I thought I'd stop coming here too, since drinking's a bummer without friends, but here I am. When was the last time you saw her? I bumped into her on the night of the 24th. Oh, that's the night where everything went wrong. The 24th? What time? I think it was around 9 p.m. I'll never forget the look on her face. It was like she was dead inside. I called her name over and over, but she just... When she finally answered me, you know what she said? No, never mind. It's not something I should repeat. The walls have ears here. Sorry, 1 second. I've got to take this. Hello? Matthew, where are you? Winona? Something's bugging me about Kathy, so I'm going to go see Father Barton. You want to come? Sorry, I'm busy right now. Oh, never mind then. I'll just go see him by myself. Wait, I could... Winona? Hello? Is something wrong? Winona said she was curious about Kathy and was on her way to see Father Barton. You should stay away from that priest. I know he's overzealous, but he's not a bad person. That's because you've never seen him with that look in his eyes. Looking down on people with his cold, dead eyes, like they're not even human. Ah, fine. I don't care who's listening. Listen, this is what Kathy said to me that night. My father killed me. What? What are you talking about? I've got no clue, but I just know Barton did something to her. He must have. Kathy had bruising on her neck, like she'd been strangled. Did you know that? What? I never heard about that. Then, Winona. Oh God, I have to get to the church. So Kathy was... Shit, I have a really bad feeling about this. Okay, back to the church we go. We've got to save our friend, who may or may not be in danger. Okay. It's a race, maybe. We need to get there before Winona? When Winona gets there? Is Winona already there? I don't know. We'll find out. The chase is on. The music is tense. Those, what situation we're in. Oh, sorry. I just fucking... Winona's dead because Matthew got arrested for crashing into the cops. things are hotting up now. I cannot in my head remember what Tifa's theme goes like. They like be like, oh yeah, I hear it. I've never been massive on FF7. I've always been a Final Fantasy VIII kind of guy. As you'll no doubt have figured out from me being in your chat when you're playing Final Fantasy VIII. I did get Rebirth on Steam the other day because it's like £15. And I was like, I might as well, but I think it might be too hot to try and run that on my computer right now. It took me quite a while to get through 9. I did get through it, like most of it, a long time ago. On like a PSP or something, and then stopped, and then I got back to it a couple of years ago on Switch and played through it. It's really good. Very, very good. Very, very enjoyable time. Oh, you should. It's fun. Winona. No one's here. Okay, well, I guess we'll go into Florida. Let's have a wander. See if we can find our friend. I think disc 3 is where I got to when I first kind of got through most of that game. I've tried several times to play through Final Fantasy 7. But I get unbelievably sick of it before leaving Midgar. And then even when I'm like past Midgar, I'm still sort of just like, I cannot be arsed. I think these days that's so intimidating, you know? I think my save on the Switch... Is it on the Switch or is it Steam? Don't remember. One of them is out of Midgar and ideally should be like the best time to play it, but... I think I need to be in a room upstairs. Oh, I mean, I didn't want to spoil it for you, but he's not like a normal GF. But it is good to, well, Odin's mad. How far are you in the game just now? I don't want to like completely spoil things for you here, and I might do that depending on where you are. Do you think? I don't think so. If Ellie's got Odin now, you just got to the snow area in the Mirror City. Oh no, you're fine then. It's fine. I'm not. You've not missed what I was thinking of. You've yet to see it. It's yet to happen. But it'll happen. You'll see it. When it happens. No, it's not then. No, it's later. I don't know how to beat around this without giving you the complete clue as to when this happens and whatever. But I'll just confirm it's not happened yet, Crash. It's not in the Galbadia Garden. You just save before save. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. You're yeah, it's alright. You'll see it. There's something that happens in the game with a special thing that happens if you have Odin. You will remember this conversation when it happens, but I will not tell you when it happened. Is this a letter? It's been opened. Let's open the letter. What is this? There's a date and signature. December 24th, Kathy Flannery. What? Did Kathy leave behind a note before she went into the forest? I hope that whoever reads this letter will understand how I'm feeling, if only a little. Today, my life lost all purpose. My father strangled me and tried to kill me. Was it so wrong for me to have gone against my father's wishes? Wrong enough to die for? I guess it was. Maybe whoever finds this will have a better answer. The image of my father's face as he was choking me is burned into my mind. It's all I can see when I close my eyes. I don't have anyone else in my life. My father is all I've got, and he wants me dead. Life just feels so meaningless after that. If your only family wants to kill you, why live? Kathy's dead. So this is a note written by Kathy, who died on the first day of the game. So 2 girls were out. One's gone missing. Emma's gone missing, and Kathy was found with injuries after being mauled by a bear and strangulation marks on her neck. They took her to the hospital, and when Father Barton walked in, she died of shock. So the whole game is sort of been like, what happened there? Was it the head nurse thought it was maybe like a relief? Maybe she thought she's seen her dad, she can die or something. We're now really in the weeds of, no, she saw her dad and died of shock because he tried to kill her at one point. That's where this game is. Tonight I'm going to the forest with Emma. Even if it goes wrong, I don't care anymore. No matter what happens, I can't imagine anything could be more terrifying than what I felt in that moment. So Father Barton's the one who strangled her. The ink's all splotched, the straight before crying. Matthew, no! It's Father Barton! He did something. Ugh. Where am I? Finally awake, are we? Father Barton? Oh, I'm tied up. Father Barton, why did you do this? Answer me! You speaking of Skyrim, yeah. Did you read Kathy's letter? You watched me do it. Yeah. Said you choked her. She was a sinful child. She squandered the gift of life God gave her by swallowing that poison, Epoch. She went against my guidance and defied God's word. You almost killed her just for getting high once? Once the rot has set in, it's too late to save the tree. Better to tear it out, roots and all. And on that night, on the 23rd, I saw them all at the motel out of their minds on drugs. So far from the Lord, so close to forsaking his life. Yes, she did. Fuck, I forgot it was called that. That's when I recently have been playing Chrono Trigger and trying to get through it for the first time, but I have stopped because I was getting kind of annoyed with it for some reason. I'm stuck on a fight, I think. And it was annoying me. That's when I heard the voice of God commanding me to punish their transgressions. Don't you see? It was already too late. Even if I forgave them, God never would. Isn't it your job to forgive people? You're trying to preach to me? That's what I intended to do at first. What? I felt like I had to constantly look at a guide to figure out where I had to go next. And that annoys me about old RPGs. I know it's a big thing about old RPGs, and it's cool when you're a kid and you get loads of time to wander about, but I cannot be arsed. But I'm stuck on a fight on it. and the guide I was looking at said it was relatively easy, and I was like, I don't think it is, but I mean, yes, this is the same sort of thing, but again, I've seen this before. I'm sort of just doing this as a for everyone else type thing. If I was playing Chrono Trigger and constantly looking at a guide, I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. You know, I'd like it to be... And Chrono Trigger is like known as one of the best games ever. Mizzurna Falls is not. Two very different games. Anyway. That's what I intended to do at first. But that child gave herself up to Satan. Do you understand? He chose the devil's path. She chose it over me, over God himself. The only devil here is sitting right in front of me. What about Emma? Did you try and kill her too? In her letter, Kathy said she couldn't stop thinking about your face as you choked her. That was when she finally saw you for what you really are. A demon, not a man of God. Shut your blasphemous mouth. Was all of this a part of God's words? Does it tell us to live like Kathy, bottling up her every emotion? Oh yeah, this game is so Twin Peaks. Oh my god. Just as you say, I have sinned. Again. I forgot myself in my anger. I strangled her. But I couldn't kill her. Since being banished from Eden, our way of thought has been tied to morality. But even so, emotion tempts us away from morality, just as the serpent tempted Eve. Kathy was tempted by her sorrow, and I was tempted by my rage. We both succumbed. We allowed our emotions to rule us, and without morality, we were damned. For God is morality, and morality is God. Father Barton! Father Barton. Nope. That's him. That's old Father Barton. I have to get out of here somehow. This rope. If I could just wriggle a little more, I can get it off. Just a bit more. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing something or Matthew's just doing it. Okay, I need to do it. Wiggle the stick a bit. That's a great animation. Now, where am I anyway? Okay. Can I look at this? Okay. Matthew has nothing to say. Look at the fucking cobwebs! Matthew's got nothing to say about any of this. Let's... Can I climb up this? Yeah. Oops. This is a Mikey basement, oh no. Up we go. So that's what that wee odd looking bit of floor is for. It's so that we can get out from the basement. That's you. Winona. God, you're alright. I just got here. Something happened? You might want to sit down. Fuck's sake, the cars keep popping in and out. I'd never have imagined. Barton choked Kathy? I wish it wasn't true. Barton said he couldn't forgive Kathy for messing with drugs. So he tried to murder her with his own hands. But he couldn't go through with it. And then the guilt was too much. He shot himself. It's just so tragic. That's 2 suicides in like 1 day, by the way. Or 2 days, I suppose. I wonder if Father Barton was the one in the forest with like Kathy and Emma that day. Nope. According to Matthew, Barton choked Kathy before she went to the forest. That night, Kathy, who'd given up the will to live, took Emma up on her offer and went with her to the forest, bringing the drugs Mel got for her. Why did it do that? It never does that with text boxes. And then, a bear attacked Kathy and Emma vanished. But why did they go to the forest in the first place? That's the question. We know the answer, I think. Well, Matthew feasibly has enough information to grasp that Emma was into this mad ritual for immortality that they need to go to the big tree for, which is where Kathy was found. Is he going to tell him? Nope, he's not going to say anything about it. So it was just the 2 of them at the forest. I don't know. All we know is when they went there with the Epoch and had some... All we know is they went there with the Epoch and had some plan. Possible Barton was there too. If he was, he wouldn't have just left them there. More questions than answers as usual. Never ends. Winona, we'll take you home. Robert is worried about you. Okay, Matthew, try and get some rest. You've been through a lot tonight. You've got your car, right, Matthew? Go home for today. We can talk tomorrow. Okay, so here's the thing. Right? The game has very clearly told the player to go home. That's it. That's not it. We've got more to do. What did Emma and Kathy go to the forest for? And was it really just the 2 of them there? Why can't I find the answers? The forest is the best lead that we have. I have to learn more about that place. But how? Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's really come up incredibly often. But there is one character in the game who is an expert on the forest. Who wanders around the forest just for fun, just for funsies. We're gonna go to his house and see if he's got any answers. The only issue is his house is on the other side of town. That's true. I mean, we are, like, the petrol station is on the map there on the left, so we can just go and visit it very quickly. Make sure that we don't get caught out. Let's get it filled. This reminds me so much of Deadly Premonition, this whole thing. But what they do in Deadly Premonition is they have like 2 different characters come out and do all the car stuff. It's so ridiculous. So I was like, well, if we just had like a wee guy come out and, you know, refilled the car, but what if they we made them mental? That's, or I mean, that's just Deadly Premonition. What if we had a similar character, or a character in an occupation that was in Mizzurna Falls, but we just make them crazy. Like Noz runs the shop, and although he is a bit crazy in this game, in Deadly Premonition, oh okay, that's fine. I thought the game crashed. In Deadly Premonition, they had shopkeeper who like was an insane like rocker guy, and his guitar is like the best weapon in the game. What a game. Anyway, we're going to Cohen's house. Seems like he's in, his car's here. The lights are on, well, the bedroom light, I presumably, is on. Oh, I don't mean to, yeah, I wanted to know first. Hey, Cohen. Do you ever take that coat off? Yeah, I've seen a bit of spy fiction, but I've not seen enough of it to know exactly what it is. And I know that I'm pretty sure there's a character, like there is in a lot of the old sweary games, called Forrest Cason. I can't remember who he is. I think he may just be like one of the wee. Oh, he may be a player character. I don't know. Hi Matthew, what's up? Is something wrong? I'm just not feeling too good at the moment. Are you alright? My nerves. I can't shake the feeling that I missed something about the big tree. Why is that? It was where I found Kathy. She must have been there for a reason. Anyway, what did you need? It's nothing. I'll come back another time. That's all we came here to do. Let's go to the forest and see if there's anything that we did miss about the big tree. It's annoying that Deadly Premonition's really annoying to play on PC because they are terrible ports. I do like it, but it's also a frustrating game in general. You saying Pal J piss again? You always like piss. You don't know what's in these games. You be careful. Yeah, those sections are weird. It definitely feels like they tried to go for wacky Mizzurna Falls, and then they took it to investors or something, I don't know, and they were like, where the fuck are the guns? And then they were like, alright, well, we've got to make this weird combat thing happen now. I don't know where this big tree is. I'm hoping I just stumble on it. Oh, that one. And it's annoying, because the game I think would have been fine without it. You know? Because it does make it really awkward and just a bit of a chore to play. You know? Like you go like, oh yeah, I want to play that game. It's so weird and there's so many funky characters. And oh wait, but we deal with the shadows. So whatever the fuck are they called? Wonder if the two of them performed the mortal journey here. So that would mean Emma knew how to conduct the ritual. Eternal life. Ridiculous. Did they really buy into that? Come to think of it, Cohen said the forest felt strange that day. I wonder if that has anything to do with the ritual. What I will say is the playthrough of Deadly Premonition, it's years and years old now, my super great friend, is really good. He does a lot of like fun things with his Let's Plays in general. But his Deadly Premonition one's really, really good. There's a part where he parodies the sort of introduction stuff of like last time on Deadly Premonition with the Killer Man level Nosebleed, and like it's just made for me. Like it's just content made for me. You know? He's played, I don't know if you've seen this before, Crash. I think it was maybe one of the Saga games, because it seems very familiar to the game you were playing yesterday. But he renamed all the 4 characters to the Hellblade characters. He's like, yes man. He's a true player. A true gamer. Let's go speak to Cohen and see if he knows anything more about the journey. The Mortal Journey. Is Cohen out? I think he is. It's open. Rasberg residence. Cohen? You home, pal? I was here 2 minutes ago. Oh shit. It came from upstairs. Intruder on the left. Intruder to the right. Fucking hell. I did not put the Gacha slide into my brain for that. Oh dear. Is the pillbox just chilling over here? Oh no! Cohen! Cohen! Oh good, it's locked. Can I bust it open somehow? No, probably that toolbox, eh? Is there something in here I can use? A crowbar! Did I take it? I don't know if he took it. I'm assuming he did. He did. No good, it won't open. There we go. You just need to try it 3 times for some reason. Cohen! Cohen, wake up! That's what I thought he would do. How's Cohen? It's alright. He's just exhausted. Seems he hasn't been sleeping lately. Can I speak with him? No, he's resting now. Come back later. I plan to keep him here for observation. But you said it's just exhaustion. Well, yeah, but he's an old man. There could be complications due to his age. I don't think they've ever been busier, Mick, to be honest. What on earth could he have been doing to tire himself to the point of collapsing? Oh, well, I don't know. Single man on his own? You know? In the middle of the woods, exactly. Visiting hours end at 8. Please head back downstairs. Oh, right. Hardcore said okay. Okay. Well. Let's leave the hospital. Let's save the game, just in case anything breaks. I don't think it will, but you never know. This game is quite fragile. But that's day 5 done. And here's something interesting. Our car is at Cohen's house. We didn't drive here. I guess we just came in the ambulance. So our car is over here. Let's go in the garage. Time a wee bit. There it is. Got our car back. Right, time to go home. I don't know if they refuel your car if you do that. I've only had to use this once, and it was because the car got stuck, I think. I can't remember what happened. Something happened that we couldn't use it anymore. Went the wrong way, by the way. I'll go look another hour. We can get a chunk of day 6 done. We are coming near to like the end of the game, and I do wonder. I mean, people have been in and out. It's difficult to keep up with the full story here, unless you're in the future going through all the VODs and stuff. But I do wonder if anyone has any inkling as to who could be the what could have happened. Where could Emma be? Who's done what with her? Like, there's a few dodgy people. I need to get. I don't know what time I need to start this at, so let's just sleep for another 5. It just says to go to. Oh, it says 8. It says 8. Another wee rest. Or a couple of hours. Oh, 1 hour. That's fine. That'll do. Save it. Just to make sure that we've got a wee save file going. In case anything happens. Okay. Let's go back to the forest. Oh, my car just did a wee hop there. Did you see that? Okay. What I don't know is why the next thing on our list is to go back to the forest. I would have personally thought the best place to go next would be the hospital to see if we can speak to Cohen. But before we can do that, apparently we need to go to fucking Dunson. I am so fucking lost. Apparently we need to go to the forest first before we can speak to Cohen. This whole section of the map confuses me. It's fine if I've looked at it beforehand, but I just cannot like remember it offhand. Here we go. Can I... Oh, wait, though. This thing says to wait, though. I'm not sure it really matters. Let's see what happens. The forest has been placed off limits. Huh? Did something happen in there? No, it's not that. The sheriff just told me to close it off. What? Morgan said that? Why close it again? Maybe another bear's prowling around. Okay, well, Morgan's right here. You just ask him. Forest off limits. Did something else happen in there? No. Owen absolutely insisted we seal it off. Why? That clearing with that big tree is the only crime scene that's directly connected to Emma. Owen is convinced we're missing something, and I'm inclined to agree. Good point. There's something odd about the forest. You should ask Cohen about it. I'll just go and do that, will I? We're going to do a bit of back and forth here, I think. Unfortunately. This game, I think they needed to pad out some time. So we're going to do a couple of wee fetch quests. But thankfully, we're not far away from... Like, the locations aren't far away from each other. It's not like we're going up to the church and back constantly. I don't know if we even have a reason to ever go back to the church now. Now that Father Barton's passed away. We're open. That's too bad. Yeah. Hospital doesn't open till 8. Very famously. Right. First of all, before we speak to Cohen, let's see if Dr. Sam's around. Yes. Is Dennis' body here? Yes, in the morgue. I heard he committed suicide with his own gun. This was 2 days ago. We really have not caught up with Sam in a while. Yes, he died instantly. And it was definitely a suicide. It's not my job to determine that. All I know is that bullet blew his brains out. But they found a suicide note, so it seems pretty open and shut. If you say so. How's Isabella? She's still unconscious. Will she be alright? She'll be fine. She'll wake up, don't worry. Hope you're right. Hell, it's hard to believe that foxy lady was dealing drugs. It wasn't really Isabella who was dealing them. He was just being used by Dennis. Hell, how did Dennis get the epoch? It's not that hard. I doubt it was some huge operation. Epoch is fairly simple to make. Really? Oh yeah, any halfwit with a medical degree could make it. Hell, even a med student could probably pull it off. Dennis wouldn't have had to look far. Easy to make, and easy to make a lot of money with. A businessman's dream. Oh my god. All work and no play. Bring me some juicy tales of what you get up to with girls. You know, you're a fucking longing. I've just seen Cone. I need to find... I need to remember where the fuck James hangs out. I don't think it's this room. I feel like every time I come into this hospital I forget where James hangs out. Then just this room across the road? No, it's not. What? This room? Maybe this room. Oh, this is Cohen's room. I didn't mean to go to Cohen's room. Are you alright? Matthew, thanks for saving me. I had to break the lock on your window. Never mind that. Morgan was really worried. Oh yeah, he gave me an earful about taking better care of myself. Why has the forest been placed off limits? Besides preserving the crime scene? Well, to be honest, the forest feels strange right now. Something terrible is about to happen there. Not the best reason, I know. What's about to happen? That, I don't know. But it's the same feeling I had on the night of the 24th. I gotta ask, why have you spent all these years watching over the forest? Well, I have a favour to ask. There's an envelope on the desk in my room. Did you go get it? An envelope? Okay. It's important. Bring it to me, and I'll tell you about the forest. This is the key to my lodge. Alright. Thanks. You got the lodge key. Oh. Now, Cohen, have you seen James? I kinda need to speak to James. This is Barbara's room, I believe. It is Barbara's room. I don't really want to speak to Barbara. I think Barbara has served her purpose in this game. This door over here. No, not that door. This door. I tried this door, yeah? Okay. Oh, dearie me. Right, where's his room? Is it this one? Ah, we're here. You would think that I would remember where this guy's fucking office is, wouldn't you? I think it's over here. There he is. Got a minute? Of course. We know Emma and Kathy met at the forest on the 24th, but not why they were there. You're wondering if they conducted the ritual. Yeah. I have no doubt they did. But how would Emma know how to perform it? Good point. I never told her about it. And the specifics of the ritual weren't reported in any newspapers. Maybe Kathy knew. She grew up in the church. She would know all about Cougar. Cougar's the man who tried to perform the ritual 40 years ago and killed someone and then himself when it failed. In her letter, Kathy said Emma invited her. Maybe it was Emma's idea, and she invited Kathy to use her knowledge of the ritual. After all, Emma was interested in the case from 40 years ago. Could be. Okay, now let's jump back to Cohen's now. And pick up that envelope from his desk. Thankfully, Owen's house is just here. His car's not here. Did he drive his car to the hospital? Let's go back up to that room where we found him. If you were looking, you would maybe have seen that it was on his desk. Because it was there, looking a bit like an item that needs to be picked up in a video game. You know how it is. Like the crowbar sitting there, not going to pick that up. Is this the envelope Colin was talking about? Department of Defense. And the top sheet reads, Project Mizzurna. Wait, Mizzurna? To the hospital we go. We really should put that fire out, to be honest. That probably should not be burning when Colin's in there. Especially in a place made of wood. Okay, back out we go, and back to the hospital. Whoa, Jesus, where did he come from? Quick save. I feel like it's been a while since I did a quick save. Oops, not the right way. Is this the envelope? Thanks, you've been a big help. It says Project Mizzurna. Mizzurna means it's got something to do with this town, right? Yes. Did you look inside? No, I had the feeling I shouldn't. Really? Not many would be so discreet. Does this have something to do with you overseeing the forest? If it's a military secret, I understand. No, it's not really something that needs to be secret anymore. It was a long time ago. You know I was in the army until 5 years ago, right? Yeah, you were a colonel. Back then, I was... It's the guy in the back standing there. He's in the other room. It's just this game's weird when it comes to like rendering people behind walls. Back then, I was assigned to Los Alamos, New Mexico. By coincidence, I saw this file. When I read it, I realized it was a report of the case that happened here way back when. You mean the murder Cougar committed 40 years ago? You know about it? Yeah, he killed someone to attempt the mortal journey. Right. Barbara said that the police back then were overwhelmed and that the military did most of the investigation. They weren't just investigating the murder, they were investigating the ritual itself. I got interested in the case. After my tour was over, I decided to find out for myself what happened in the forest here. Hence why you became a forest ranger. It all comes back to that damn forest. First Cougar, now Emma and Kathy. You said before that when you found Kathy, the clearing looked like an altar. Are you saying they tried to conduct the ritual? That's what I thought. There's no proof. Nothing left that could be connected to the mortal journey. something connected to the ritual. What about the necklace that was caught in the bear's claws? Necklace? You found something like that? Yeah, it had an emoji design. I think it was Kathy's. That must be the prophet necklace. Prophet necklace? The supplicant, the one who's killed and undergoes the mortal journey, needs the prophet to guide them back to the world of the living, and the necklace helps do that. The prophet would be the guy on the mural who's standing over the dead body, right? Right. The necklace was blessed with the power of the land, or so the emoji believed. By wearing it, the prophet could guide the supplicant's soul back, like a beacon. God, Kathy and Emma really did this. One of them was going to kill the other. Or at least watch while the other committed suicide. The necklace cements it. They performed the ritual, but by some bizarre coincidence, they were attacked by a bear in the middle of it. That fucking bear. The bear is the true villain of this game. They couldn't have. Just throw away their lives because of some old legend. Matthew, go get Morgan. He needs to know about this. Fine. Let's talk this through. About this Project Mizzurna. We're not done. What about it? Why is it called Project Mizzurna and not Project Mizzurna Falls? The emoji wrote, "He who undergoes the mortal journey shall meet with the Mizzurna." The Mizzurna. In the emoji language, it means great one or the truth. The name of the project was taken from that. I see. I've been advised to forget my worries and just rest. Okay. Something that I don't know that you would really know to do this without a guide is this. Using the eternal cassette tape on this player to play it to Cohen. How about some music? What kind of music? The good kind. Get a load of this. We're going old school. The song. What's wrong? Where'd you get this? Isabella made it. Heart? What about this song upset you? When I was in the military, I heard that same melody. Wait, this one? How? I said how the military was investigating the mortal journey, right? Yeah? Why do you think they were doing that? Because it was part of the murder investigation. The opposite. They investigated the murder because of the ritual. Back then, the military was running all sorts of tests on near-death experiences. Like what? Rendering someone clinically dead and then reviving them with electric jolts. Ugh. Isn't that the same idea behind the mortal journey? It is. The ritual Cougar was experimenting with was no different than ours. So then, I was involved with the project for 20 years. So the experiments didn't go well. No, they went very well. The test subjects indeed died and were brought back to life. And they really experienced a world beyond death. They did. I know because I was one of them. You? I know what I saw. It was world beyond description. So warm. So vast. And everywhere, beautiful melody was. And that melody is the one from this song, right? The very same. Isabella also had a near-death experience. Said she heard this melody while she was unconscious and made it into a song. So it wasn't just our test group. Is there really an afterlife? Maybe this melody is the voice of God. Maybe it's something primal, deep in our brains. Like an old memory, etched into our very subconscious. All those test subjects. Why was it so important to see a world beyond death? I wonder. Maybe it was because of some greater need for purpose or meaning I don't know. Whatever the reason, there was no shortage of volunteers, but a lot of them died. Maybe that makes us no better than Cougar. But Cougar believed it would make him immortal. He was chasing after something crazy. It's all the same. We believed in science. He believed in an ancient religion. We both killed people to test those beliefs. Okay. Let's go to the police station. Speak to Morgan. He needs to know about the ritual. I had to keep going this way. No, I didn't. I'm upstairs, of course. Oh, I was downstairs for some reason. Into my car. Over to the sheriff's department. For fuck. I'm starting to learn the town now. I'm having to use the map less. I've always found the Buita quite cozy, to be honest. I reckon it'd be the Buita. It's a nice time. Sure, it's got some dodgy characters walking about, you know, hanging out at pubs, but generally quite nice. Morgan is not here. I think Morgan might still be at the woods, so I'm just going to wait here until he appears. That's it, you don't want to be anywhere near when the sailors are around, and you also don't want to work on the harbour because of said sailors. There we go. He's here. He made it. Morgan, do you know about the Mortal Journey? What's that? Band? I mean, to be fair, it does sound like a band name. If only. You see, so you're saying that on the night of the 24th, Kathy and Emma performed this ritual. I don't want to believe it, but that's what the evidence points to. And it involves either killing yourself or having someone else do it for you. Shit, I'd best speak to Cohen myself. Okay. It looks bad, but we have to examine that necklace before jumping to any conclusions. Oh, the one we found on the bear? I linked it to James. James? Why? He said he wanted to study it. Emoji stuff is his specialty. Okay, that's fine. We've spoken to Morgan. Right, well, we now need to go back to the hospital again. Oh, this is quite helpful. I'm just looking at the guide because we're now at the point, we're not now, we will be at the point very, very soon where we can essentially change the endings. By that I mean like there's an ending where like you fuck up, you know, and I'm thinking that I might make some saves so that we can kind of view all the endings later, you know. I'm just trying to think of how long it's going to take to get to showing them off, because I'll have to fast forward a lot probably. We'll see. We'll figure it out. To the hospital. I don't think we'll be finished this game for Saturday. So we might just be doing more of this. We'll see. We'll see. I'll tell the children. I'll tell the orphans. This is the bathroom, isn't it? Yeah. One of these days, I will remember where the fuck James's office is. Oh, I can't come back here. He's leaving. He's fucking leaving here. Let me just fast forward a whole bunch until he appears here. I think where he sits. Maybe not. To be fair, I think I may be in the wrong room. There's a screenshot of Matthew talking to James on this guide, and that's not quite what the room looks like. Okay, go that way. Okay, what the room looks like. I think this might be the room. I think I'm just daft. There he is. There he is. Cohen said that the people who perform the ritual meet with the Mizzurna. So the legend goes. They become one with the Mizzurna and are reborn. Yeah, but what is the Mizzurna? The Mizzurna. Come to my house tonight and I'll tell you everything I know. When? 11:30 PM. Okay. There we go. The necklace found on the bear. Do you have it? Yes, I just borrowed it from Morgan. It was the prophet necklace. Indeed. Can I see it? I'm wearing it around my neck. Take it. Why are you wearing it? It's supposed to guide souls, so I was hoping it would give me some guidance as well. James! You've got a huge cut back here. What happened? Ah, my hands have been shaking lately. 3 deaths and a shooting. Emma's still missing. It's not good for the nerves. The other day I was shaving and cut myself badly. Even the shrink can't keep it together. This is a bad sign. We need to solve this fast. Never thought about that. Who does a therapist talk to when they're having problems? Anyway, can I borrow this? What for? It's supposed to guide souls, right? Maybe it will guide Emma back to me. Liar. You think there was someone else involved in the ritual with Emma and Kathy, don't you? And that person still needs the necklace. You got me. How'd you know? I came to the same conclusion you did. Besides, you don't believe in the supernatural. Read me like a book. See, Doc? You still got your edge. Now can I borrow the necklace? Very well. Just promise you'll give it back to me if I need to examine it again. Sure. You got the profit necklace. Well, here you go. Okay. So, we're now at a point where we can fuck our ending up. I'm just trying to think of the best way to keep track of things here. Because what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to make a save state right here, which is our normal save state. We're going to go for the good ending first. But what I am going to do is I'm going to save another one in slot 10, which we can reload later at this point. Well, yeah, at this point. And we can ignore what I'm about to do now. So, and I don't know if this is just a case of like you've got ages to wait now before you need to speak to James's house. And 11:30, like that's the time you should have been gone an hour ago. You know what I mean? Not fucking 11:30 and he's wanting you to turn up. So maybe you're just wandering about. You don't have a speed up mod because you're not playing on an emulator. You're just trying to find stuff to do. Maybe, just maybe, you remember that there was a sort of mural or something in the church basement. Now we want to just have a quick look at it. See if there's anything we missed. And if you don't do that, if you don't have that thought, you can potentially not get the good ending. So we're gonna go do that. I went the long way for this. Not this road, but it's fine. Maybe we will get this done quick. We can maybe go a bit longer on it. Maybe just get it cleared out. Who knows? It depends what's going on in Friday. Maybe go this way? Locked. Okay. That's fair enough. I wonder if the nun's got anything to say now that I guess she's just running the joint. Okay, not really. No acknowledgement of Father Barton's passing. Maybe still processing it, I don't know. Anyway, let's go down to the basement. Oh, you're not none, as far as I'm aware. Unless you've been keeping a big secret. Or several big secrets. James? Oh, James is here. Hmm? What are you doing here? I thought there still might be some clues here from when Cougar lived in this basement. Never imagined I'd find something like this. So, what is it? It's a painting of the mortal journey. Cougar probably made it. What's this? Round thing? Hammond sent me, fuck's sake. It's the full moon, and underneath is the supplicant, the one who dies and returns. If I'm interpreting this right, the ritual requires a full moon to resurrect the dead. Full moon? Wasn't there a full moon on the 24th? Indeed. And the next one will be on the 31st. Tomorrow night. Aren't there any other clues? No papers left at all. I heard Father Barton burned them. Oh my god, Ellie. I guess he couldn't erase this. Apparently not. If we're correct about the ritual being the motive, we've gained an invaluable clue. Okay, and if you don't get that clue, you potentially fuck the ending. Okay. I'm just trying to think of how to do this. And make it so that I don't get really confused. Because that's one of two essential scenes. And I think... I don't actually think you need to see both essential scenes. I think as long as you see one of them, you can still get the good ending. But we could also just not go to James's house, which would possibly secure the bad ending anyway. I'm not sure. What I'm probably going to do is just go and park outside of his house. And then I think we'll possibly end and can I start the next stream with all the goings on, because it'll be the end of day 6 and it will be the final day. I don't know where James lives. Oh. There. Okay. So we might get this done before Friday. I'm just trying to also make sure we get the ending sorted. I kind of want to show off the endings. But I'm also not sure which endings, what order I want to show them off in, but we'll get there. It does make me wonder, like, this town is so small and there's not very many people living in it. I wonder if I don't know if Matthew knew these people beforehand, like James and Samuel and stuff like that, like. But it feels like they'd be unavoidable. past it. Like, it seems like one of those towns where everyone knows everyone. This is, I think... Nah, that, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, isn't it? Right, I mean, I was going to end, if only because... I'm going to also save another one. 9. Just because we've got, like, so much time to speed up. So what I was going to do is just end the stream and, like, do that. So that next time, we're just getting right into the sort of end game. You know? Because I think we'll probably get this done on Friday if we're on the final day now, essentially. Do you think we will take a break and try to solve the mystery so we can celebrate New Year? I mean, they never celebrated Christmas. I don't think he's bothered, to be honest. He spent all of Christmas just driving about, talking to folk about Emma. Like, I get it, because there's like a lot going on with the missing girl. One girl just died. Seems a bit strange to properly celebrate Christmas, but at the same time, it feels like no one gave a fuck about Christmas anyway. There's not even any decorations up, you know? It definitely feels like sort of a Japanese game studio making a game set in America and just not really bothering with Christmas. Because I don't know how much they kind of deal with it in Japan. I know, like, they have a KFC dinner or something every a Christmas day, but they don't really celebrate it. That said, in Shenmue, you do get a Santa walking about the Quita. Sorry, yeah, that word's banned in this chat. You know that. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there, and I'll come back on Friday. Probably afternoon. What did I say? When did I say it would be? Late morning, afternoon? Yeah, it really does depend. But I reckon that we will finish this on Friday. Hopefully with all the endings, although I do feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of fast forwarding through the last day a couple of times just to get the bad endings out the way. So we'll see. We'll see. Before we do the wind down.
Tee-hee time, everybody. Time for a joke.
Jesus Christ. The wife has fed me meat and vegetable casserole every night for a month now. Honestly, it's making me suicidal. Get me out of here. Who's on? Who's due to stream today? Mikey's on at 6. These jokes are making me suicidal. I think it's just Mikey. Oh, Ellie's on in roughly half an hour. Yeah. That's good. I mean, unless you're sleepy and roasting. But I will sling the raid over to Ellie. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm streaming today. Well, let's go. We'll go over to Ellie. I don't know what you're playing. I presume it's more Scooby-Doo point and click stuff. But I don't know. Either way, enjoy the rest of your day. And, you know, have some water. Get a fan blasted in your face. Works wonders. See you next time.